Today, let's pretend we're going to the beach. A day at the beach. I think that's my grandson's favorite place to be, is at the beach. Especially when he gets to be with our friends in Rhode Island. It is fun to go to the beach on a summer morning. We carry a picnic basket and a cooler. We take folding chairs and towels to lie on, and an umbrella to shade us from too much sun. We'll spend the whole day at the beach. The first thing we do is dash into the ocean. We swim and splash and pretend to be whales spouting water. The lifeguard watches for big waves and for swimmers who have gone far out to sea. When we are tired of swimming, we play in the sand. We dig tunnel until our fingers meet. We bury each other under mountains of sand with only a head and a toe sticking out. It's fun to build a castle in the wet sand. We use our pails to make towers and scoop out sand to make a moat. When the water comes close, it fills the moat and surrounds our castle. Suddenly a big wave comes and washes everything away. The castle, the mountain, the tunnel, even our pail. But another wave brings the pail right back. Now it's lunchtime, the best time of all. Our sandwiches taste better than they do at home. Even if they have a little sand in them, kind of makes them nice and gritty. The hot sun makes us thirsty, and so we drink a cold lemonade from paper cups. We can't go into the water right after eating, but we can take our pails and go for a walk. Over by the sand dunes, away from the water, people toss frisbees back and forth. It's like a fun thing to do at the beach. Others are flying kites on long strings. There are no trees to get in the way. Farther down the beach, where it's quiet, a few people are fishing. We love to walk along the beach and pick up polished stones and pieces of driftwood. The flat stones are best for skipping on the water. They also look for pretty shells to take home. Look all the various shells that they can find to take home. It's quite a shell collection. This man is digging up clams for his dinner. Clams bury themselves deep in the sand, but they leave little holes behind them. Sometimes the clams squirt water and sprinkle your legs. We find rocks covered with seaweed. They look funny, shaggy animals sitting in the water. The tide has gone out, leaving all kinds of plants and animals along the shore. These need seawater to stay alive, but they can spend some time on the beach. A starfish is a sea animal that looks like a star, but it isn't really a fish. If it lies in the sand too long, it dies, and its thin, spiny skin dries out. Then we can take the dried starfish home. So this is what a starfish looks like. And this is seaweed. It lives at the bottom of the sea. This is actually called sea lettuce. And look at this one. That one is called a rockweed, and it grows on rocks underwater. But when the waves wash it ashore, they like to pop the little balloons that are filled with water, make a rubbery stem. Now this is called a fiddle crab. I wonder why. I don't see a fiddle. However, it says the fiddle crab moves its claw back and forth like a man playing a fiddle or a woman playing a fiddle. Watch out, that claw can pinch you. And look at these barnacles. These are barnacles attached to themselves to rocks. Their hard white shells look like little tents. But inside each shell is a soft animal that eats tiny, invisible plants in the sea. And this strange thing, this is very interesting to me. This creature is a harmless horseshoe crab, and it is related to the spider family and has 8 legs for walking. It isn't a true crab at all. Horseshoe crabs live on the earth even before the times of the dinosaurs. That's a long, long time ago. The waves have piled seaweed on the beach. We use it for long hair and curly beards. That looks like fun. When the tide went out, it left the shallow tide pool behind. Wiggly little fish are trapped there until the next tide comes in. You see the little wiggly fish? So much fun at the beach. So many things you can see and do and experience. We can see many things in this shallow pool. A school of minnows is swimming here. They change directions in a flash, turning all at once. Barnacles have feathery brushes that pick up food from the water, and a crab hides under the snow. Small snail crawl on the bottom of the tide pool, leaving squiggly trails behind them. One snail seems to have claws, but it is not a snail. It's a tiny hermit claw. And see, these are snails. They're protecting themselves in their shell. And this is a hermit crab. They kind of like keep to themselves too. We have walked so far down the beach that we are the only people around. It's getting late and the seabirds have become very bold. Sandpipers run along the water's edge. Seagulls glide on their currents in the sky, barely moving their wings. Terns fly along with their heads down, looking for food. A skimmer flies close to the water with its beak open, scooping up fish. As we start to walk back, we watch a seagull pick up a clam and drop it on a rock. The shell breaks open and the gull eats the soft animal inside. Look how he's doing it. And here is some more birds. Here's a skimmer. This is a sandalwood. This is a feather. And a tern. And a dowitcher. And these are sandpiper tracks. So when you go to the beach, you'll have a better idea. At the end of the day and the sun is setting, our Father has come to look for us. He waves, it's time to go home. Our parents have gathered the picnic basket, the cooler, the chairs, the towels and books, and the umbrella. We pack up all the treasures we found and say goodbye to the beach. Until next time. The beach is empty now. Only one fisherman remains, hoping for the last catch. And I hope you have a great day.